Hello, my name's Eric Knapp, and welcome to my organizational behavior presentation on Best Buy's financial future with a specialization in solving problems with the management process. So the problem that Best Buy has been having is that they've had steadily decreasing stock prices since 2007 and an unexplainable downturn in customer base, and I'm here to try to figure out why that's happening. Now, the first step of the management process is planning, and that means, in this case, to identify the problem and brainstorm ways to potentially solve that problem. So what I found the source of the problem is economic hardship is a big one because of the recession that we've been having. People are less willing to spend money on luxuries, and they're looking for cheaper alternatives. Another big problem is competition from online stores. It's more convenient to buy things online because you don't have to go anywhere. You can stay in your house and just browse from your computer. And it's also usually cheaper, not only because of gas prices, but also because, for example, Amazon does not charge tax for customers in states where they do not have a facility. And that's actually most states. So in most cases, you will not have to pay tax if you buy something on Amazon. So some of the potential solutions for this would be we have to stand out in the crowd. That means better customer service and competitive online pricing. So one of the big advantages that Best Buy has always had is that their staff is very knowledgeable on what customers need for their certain particular items that they're trying to get. For example, your brand new computer might not work with a certain sound system. Or, just because you want the best sound system doesn't mean the most expensive one is the way to go. And Best Buy's always had the advantage of being able to tell you, well, this is what will go best with your brand new Dell computer or what have you. And that's always kind of been their advantage. So we got to get more friendly and professional in-store staff that can give more detailed advice. And try to kind of get that edge because a lot of people are always looking for, knowing what they're getting into before they buy something. Another possible solution is legal action, and that would be considering lobbying Congress to require tax for online sales. So that way Amazon would have to charge tax and other online retailers would have to charge tax. So Best Buy wouldn't be at the disadvantage of having tax and that losing customers based on that. Now, the next step in the management process is organizing. And basically what that means in this case is researching what will work and what won't work, and playing off everyone's strengths to make sure what needs to be done gets done. And what that means is if you have an economist, for example, that's working under you, you'll want them to look into how the economy is going and what the trends are and how best to go about approaching this problem. So what I found that won't work in this particular case is legal action is costly and time-consuming. Legal stuff has always been expensive, and especially when it comes to Congress, it's always really slow. That will only get slowed down by other online retailers are obviously going to put up a fight to this because they get a lot of their customers based on the tax exempt. And them putting up resistance is just going to slow down the process. Also, some consumers may see Best Buy as the quote-unquote bad guy because we'll be pushing this tax thing and people are going to see it as, oh, Best Buy wants us to spend more money. Maybe I don't really want to go to them because they don't really seem like they're, customer-minded. So it has a lot of high risks involved that might not be worth, going after. What I found that will work, though, is that expanding the online store and product line is huge. Obviously, the best way to compete with online stores would be to better our online store or Best Buy's online store, and that can be done through special online deals and shipping options. Free shipping is always a big thing. I know personally when I'm shopping online, if something says free shipping, I'm a lot more likely to go look at that than I am other things. Another option would be to save money and space, and that would be closing out some of the larger stores and opening smaller locations dedicated to mobile devices. Nowadays, everybody has a cell phone. Everyone needs maintenance for their cell phone. Everyone wants to see what the newest, 4G phone is. And I feel like opening some smaller locations dedicated just to that would be a good investment. Also, closing out the larger stores would save a lot of money annually on maintenance and staff. And probably the biggest one would be further training for Geek Squad. make sure that everyone in the store knows exactly what they're talking about when they're suggesting products to people. That's Best Buy's already really well known for that, but you can never be too smart. Another big thing would be making more repairs on site as opposed to having to ship like products out to a manufacturer for repair. I know this actually happened to me my sophomore year of college. About 3 weeks before the semester started, the power supply in my computer died. So I went to Best Buy and I went to Geek Squad and I asked them if they could do anything about it, and they said that they would have to ship it back to HP to get that repaired, and that took 6 weeks. So I had to go the first couple of weeks of the semester without a computer, and anyone who's a college student knows that that's not necessarily the easiest thing. So being able to fix more on-site problems would definitely be a huge advantage. So the third step in the management process is leading, and for this that means motivating employees to want to keep up with competitors, making sure that everyone feels good when they're helping a customer find a product, find what's best for whatever their needs are, and getting everyone on your side is huge. You want everyone moving in the same direction. You want everyone to know what you're pushing for, and to kind of have like a hive mind about where you want to go next with the company. And the final management process is controlling. So in this, that means you want to constantly be finding room for improvement. You want to make sure all employees are confident in their knowledge of products. You want to be maximizing customer service so that Best Buy can maintain its edge. And you always want to be innovating new ways to get an edge against the online competition. So the mobile stores is a great idea. Getting a better online store that can be a little bit more consumer friendly to compete with Amazon and other online retailers. All right, and that's it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you all found it very informative. You can see my report for more details into Best Buy's financial future, and thank you very much.